Hello and welcome to the day ahead. It's Tuesday, February 17th. I'm Andrew Gagan. The local market is set to open higher with ASX futures up close to 0.2%. Locally, those companies out with results this morning include investment management firm Challenger, which has reported a 2% increase in normalised net profit after tax of $229 million, supported by record annuity sales. And Reliance Worldwide, which has reported a 35% fall in half-year net profit from a year earlier to almost $44 million as US tariffs and weaker demand in the US and UK weighed on earnings. Well, markets in the US, Canada and Brazil were closed overnight for a holiday, while much of Asia is on holidays for the week for the Lunar New Year. In Europe, the STOXX 600 index edged higher to begin the week as financial shares rallied, while investors were focused on a busy week of corporate earnings that could shed light on the health of corporate Europe. A rebound in the banks offset weakness in the technology stocks. Shares of French software company Dassault Systems fell heavily on concerns over the company's ambitious revenue and cloud targets. In London, the FTSE 100 ended higher. Defence stocks rallied following a report that the British government is considering bringing forward its target to spend 3% of GDP on defence. British banks NatWest and Barclays led the broader sector higher, tracking a recovery in European financial stocks. British banks suffered their biggest weekly fall in almost a year on Friday as investors reacted to the disruptive threat of AI models. Well, in the latest economic data, Eurozone industrial production in December fell 1.4%, which was slightly better than forecast. And the latest Bank of America Fund Manager survey showed positioning in the US dollar was the most negative in the survey's 14-year history. The US dollar index is down around 15% from its peak in 2022, with consensus expectations of further weakness in the year ahead. Well, the US dollar index is up slightly on the day. The Aussie dollar is trading at 70.7 US cents. The US Treasury physical market was closed, but futures traded, implying the 10-year yield fell to 4.03%. Australian 3-year government bond yields fell to 4.26%, the 10-year at around 4.73%. In commodities, oil prices have edged higher as investors consider the implications of planned talks between the US and Iran and expected OPEC Plus supply increases. Brent crude futures rising more than 1% to $68 a barrel. Gold has fallen more than 1% amid light holiday trading. Spot gold down around 1% at $4,990 an ounce. Copper's down 1%. Iron ore little changed at $99 a tonne, and Bitcoin is trading just over 68,000 US dollars. Well, locally today, the minutes from the RBA's policy meeting early this month are expected to provide further insights into the decision to lift the cash rate. And among other companies due to report today are BHP, Baby Bunting, Deterra Royalties, Judo Capital, Seek and Sims. That is your day ahead. See you again tomorrow.